And good morning to you. You're watching TMJ4 News Today. I'm Adriana Mendez here with our meteorologist, Marissa Wallace, and she has a check at your forecast this morning. Marissa, the thunderstorms really loud last night. Even the lightning was a little much. You and I parked closer to the building than what we normally do because the lightning, it was a lot that was happening overnight.
And we have really tall metal towers here on the ground too. So I was like, these are perfect to be struck by lightning. But yes, we had a lot of lightning last night, a lot of thunder, a lot of rain too. Some places picked up about an inch of rain. So a decent amount, but we're going to search for the person who shot and killed a man on the city's northwest side. MPD says it happened around 7 o'clock last night near the corner of 39th and Lloyd. Police say the 23-year-old victim died on the scene. MPD is asking anyone with information to contact them or Crime Stoppers. Well, a court-ordered deadline has passed for Northridge Mall's owner to secure the property. A judge ruled the owner is in contempt of court for failing to comply with a 2019 deal. It requires maintained fences and 24/7 security, but the owner does not appear to have complied. Now, U.S. Black Spruce Enterprise may face a daily fine of $2,000 a day. This comes after a fourth fire in a month pushed the courts to act.
And I will tell you that beyond a reasonable doubt, if this building burns again, my firefighters are in extreme danger.
We were here because the city owns the former Boston store, and we were here to ensure that it's secured. Public safety is our #1 concern.
Now, the court will now review the city's report on the state of the building and decide whether or not to enforce the fine or other penalties. Well, it's been more than 2 months since the city of Milwaukee launched its newest reckless driving initiative, Vision Zero. It's an effort to eliminate traffic-related deaths. But does it work? The I-Team's Sean Gallagher shows us one neighborhood that's been trying it out for about a year now.
Cars are just barreling through neighborhoods as if they own the streets.
On Villard Avenue, Angelique Sharp is trying to change the dynamic of what this street can be. As the director of the Villard Avenue Business Improvement District, she wants people to see the diamond, but reckless driving makes it rough.
We want to slow people down. We want them to stop, smell the aroma, look around, shop, enjoy themselves.
When Angelique heard about Vision Zero, she thought Villard Ave was a perfect candidate.
People don't feel safe to walk to the amenities or to the stores. They may not shop, and patronize the businesses, which could affect the bottom line of a business and affect our business retention.
She reached out to partners at the Department of Public Works for help.
Curb extensions, bike lanes, high visibility crosswalks. MPD has a green light camera program that's been piloted in our districts. Cars need boundaries. If you don't give them boundaries, they're going to take over the road.
It makes the traffic slow down.
Gerald Kruschke with the Department of Public Works says the city is focusing on these rapid implementation efforts at 30 busy intersections across the city, mainly on Center and Mitchell Streets and Cesar Chavez Drive.
What that helps do is reduce the pedestrian crossing across the intersection, also slows traffic down, makes them feel a little more uncomfortable.
But these efforts have proven effective. Since June of 2020 on 27th Street, they've seen a decrease in speeding and a 40% decrease in excessive speeding. That is, speeding over 40 miles an hour. And over on South 13th Street, vehicles are stopping for pedestrians at a rate 6 times higher than they were before the rapid implementation efforts.
Reducing overall speeds by 20%, will save lives.
It's a cheap, simple, and effective solution. But as seen by the pulverized plastic posts on 27th and 13th Streets, it's not a forever solution.
So we like to do a full concrete curb and have that permanent installation.
But DPW says they'll need state or federal aid to afford to do that. Angelique hopes the success on Villard is enough for officials to trust the investment.
People are starting to respect the safety enhancements that we have. I love the high visibility crosswalks. At first, there were just 2 lines that were faded, and then we asked for the high visibility so you can really see them. And it helps the driver, and it helps the pedestrian as well know where their parameters are.
Though that's not to say it's perfect.
This changes the behavior. When this wasn't here, what you're seeing now, like you will see a lot more of this, Hopefully she turns, but it was a lot more of that.
That changes the entire dynamic of what Villard Ave is, I'd imagine.
Absolutely. We are making a statement that we care about our streets, we care about the lives of the people over here.
On top of the rapid implementation efforts that DPW is doing on busier streets, they're committed to making residential streets safer as well. They've committed $1 million towards installing speed humps like this on residential streets all across the city. If you're interested to find out if you'll have one of those coming to your neighborhood, you can scan the QR code on your screen right now to find a map where we've put locations where they'll be. Reporting for the I-Team, I'm Sean Gallagher.
Well, people on the north side are waking up to a new mural dedicated to a survivor of gun violence. The work of art shows Claude Motley, who was shot near 68th and Capitol in 2014. His story not only inspired this mural, but it was also the title character in the Emmy-nominated documentary When Claude Got Shot.
The story is real. What happened is real, and it strikes home for a lot of people in Milwaukee who are impacted by gun violence.
Now there will be a community celebration at the mural on September 13th. Well, the time is now 6:09, and coming up on TMJ4 News Today, an organization helping kids victimized by trauma take to the air. Our Carol Meekins gives us an inside look at the Wings to Fly program after the break. For Playa Fest.
I can't take credit for that. That was Curtis. He had all that.
Good job, Curtis. All right, on to Positively Milwaukee now. It's a program called Wings to Fly, and it's giving children who've been victimized by trauma a new chance to soar. Here's our Carol Meekins with the story.
Giving youth a chance to take to the skies with the help of volunteers. In Positively Milwaukee, we go to Baton International Airport in Racine as some young people discover the joy of flight.
Smiles are more frequent these days for 18-year-old Justice Nelson, who on a summer day under a steel blue sky becomes a pilot.
Now, you actually flew the plane.
Yes.
But for a long time, smiles were absent from Nelson's face.
I've faced a lot of challenges since I was in high school. I lost both of my parents.
Young people like Justice are why Racine police officer Travis Brady organized Wings to Fly. The Racine Police Department is the first in the country to sponsor a Wings to Fly program.
It is incredibly rewarding to see the smile on their faces, and we have 8 students today, and many of them have never flown in a plane ever. So for them to get in a plane for the first time, to be part of our event, and some of them have already signed up to come back for another time, is one of the most rewarding things we can do.
It gives aviation experience to teens and elementary students who face trauma. The program targets females and minorities. This opportunity does not come cheap.
The local EAA chapter has a lot of scholarships to help fund to get your pilot's license, which is about a $10,000 expense.
And for youth struggling, Wings to Fly is a godsend.
It's been very helpful. It's helped me through a lot. Sometimes I just thought I couldn't do it, but then I knew I had people that were there for me to help me, and it helped me get through it a lot.
Did you think about your parents when you were up there today?
Yeah. I did.
Just do this kind of thing? Is this better? Okay.
The volunteer pilots come from all over. They give their time and energy to the students. A big shout out to them, and of course to Officer Brady and the Racine Police Department. Back to you.
It's good to see that program making those kids smile. All right, the time is now 6:16, and on this Saturday morning, we still have a lot ahead on TMJ4 News Today. Coming up, a brand new indoor golf facility is now open in Franklin. A look inside at the state-of-the-art Lux Golf Center. Now, the first home game of the season, preseason or not, is a reason for Packers fans to celebrate. And as our Taylor Lumpkin found out, the green and gold faithful were out in midseason form.
Go, Pack, go! Whether it's your first Green Bay Packers game or your 100th, when you come to Lambeau Field, you're sure to meet thousands of people, all with one thing in common, their love for the Packers.
It's feeling the energy of the town. It's being the heart of being a Packer fan. It's part of a community, and it's home to me.
Before Friday's preseason game kicked off against the New Orleans Saints, these Packers fans decided to celebrate the highly anticipated start of the football season in style.
It's my Christmas. It starts now and goes all the way through Super Bowl, hopefully.
From marching bands to music, sharing drinks, and playing games, many say one of the best parts of the Packers football season is the tailgating.
Oh my God, it's so much fun. Like these people, I came here and I didn't know anybody, and like now this is my family.
Tailgating is a wonderful sense of community.
Fans from all over came to see some of their favorite players on the field tonight, including some fans from overseas.
Last 14 years I was living in Perth, Western Australia. I came here 3 years ago to follow the Green Bay Packers and Badgers. I went to every single game.
And with the start of the NFL season just weeks away, these fans want nothing more than to see their team bring the Lombardi Trophy home.
If our wide receivers can step it up, I think we could.
But I hope they will, every year.
In Green Bay, Taylor Lumpkin, TMJ4 News.
And the Packers' final preseason game is on the road next Thursday against the Kansas City Chiefs. And you can see it right here once again on your official Packers station, TMJ4. Well, the time is now 6:37 on this Saturday morning. We still have a lot ahead on TMJ4 News today. Up next,
a nice in terms of temperatures. Otherwise, we are looking at scattered showers and some thunderstorms today. I'll have a closer look at the timing of them. It's not going to be a washout. I'll have more coming up.